Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gordon Frayne. We are back with another video. Today we're talking about Near Protocol. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to give it a thumbs up below. Hit subscribe, hit that bell notification icon as well. And you've got a completely free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin in the description below this video. Go ahead, grab your completely free copy, and let's talk about Near. So we've been covering Near for the past year and a half on the channel here. Again, we've had a pretty rough couple of months for Near, not just for Near, but for most of the market. And what we've been seeing here since these middle of December highs is Near pulling back to the downside, actually breaking out of this downtrend back at the end of March. You can see we had a nice breakout here. We came back down to retest the trend line and we started moving up again. So things not looking too bad for Near right now, but I would like to see us moving a little bit higher. Again, we're going to be looking at an updated price prediction towards the end of this video, guys. Make sure you stick around. Give us a thumbs up below. So what's happening here essentially is we saw Near having an amazing run up in the immediate aftermath of the US election results, a 130% gain in price in just over a 1 month period. Again, we got all the way up to about $8.22 before beginning to pull back here. This was not unique to Near. We did see Bitcoin and the rest of the market pulling back all throughout Q1 2025. And what we've now seen is Near get down to these lows around the 8th, 9th of April here at the $1.82 mark. And we've started to move up from there. We're currently sitting at about $2.46 for the price of Near. And, you know, a little bit of a spoiler here, but the price prediction is going to be a revision slightly to the downside. And I'm saying that mainly because what we're seeing here is Near is moving to the upside, but not quite as aggressively as some of the other AI-focused tokens. Again, Near Protocol has pivoted to hone in on and focus on artificial intelligence with all of this AI revolution happening, not just in the crypto space, but in the overall business cycle as well. And you're seeing here roughly a 34% gain since these lows on the 9th of April. Again, if we're looking at that, roughly speaking, you're looking at a 35% increase in price since those 9th of April lows. But if we compare that to some of the other leading AI protocols like Render, for example, we can see Render has put in an 86% move in the same time period since these 7th, 8th, 9th of April lows. Render is up 86% compared to Near's 35%. And you look at another leading AI protocol like BitTensor Tau, which again, in the same time period since those 9th of April lows is up 115%. So Near is moving to the upside, yes, because most of the market is getting a little bit of a bounce in the past couple of weeks, but it's not moving quite as aggressively to the upside compared to other leading AI protocols. Again, it's not acting as a leader when Bitcoin is making a move. Near is definitely getting a nice bounce as well, but we've seen Bitcoin making a move in the aftermath of its April 9th lows, getting up 30%. So Near is just barely outperforming Bitcoin here when it comes to the actual price movement compared to other leading AI protocols doing a move that is 2x or even 3x what Bitcoin did in the same time period on a percentage basis. Okay, so do I think Near Protocol is going to go up in price? Yes, absolutely. I'm not sure if it's going to outperform other leading AI protocols on a percentage basis. You can see, as I said, we're sitting at $2.46. We need to keep moving up here to try and reclaim the 200-day simple moving average. We're still a decent way away from that 200-day simple moving average. We're going to need to see Near do another 60 to 70% move to the upside to try and reclaim the 200-day and keep moving even higher. So that's what I want to see Near doing in the coming weeks and months. The other metric we've been looking at is global M2 on the Bitcoin chart here. And again, if you look at this, you can see how Bitcoin has been starting to follow global M2 liquidity. And what we're anticipating, at least, is that if Bitcoin continues to follow this yellow line, we will see prices moving to the upside for Bitcoin over the coming months. And the idea being that NEAR can hopefully follow in Bitcoin's footsteps and keep moving to the upside as well. Okay, we're not going to talk about the deep intricacies of the NEAR protocol itself in today's video, guys. I've done other videos on that topic. I will link them at the top of the screen here. You can go and check them out for yourself. But from an on-chain perspective, we have seen a lot of activity happening on NEAR's blockchain. Again, a lot of that happening with one specific remittance app over in Asia, contributing to the vast majority of daily active addresses and daily transactions happening on the NEAR network. But if we frame it in the context of other AI tokens, it's definitely acting a little bit as a laggard right now. That does not mean it's going to act as a laggard throughout the rest of the cycle, but I would really like to see it making higher percentage moves versus Bitcoin when Bitcoin really does make a bigger move to the upside. Okay, we're going to talk about the price prediction next, guys. I don't want to beat around the bush. Again, you know, when we're making these price predictions, we have to plug in certain variables. We don't know what those variables are going to land on for each specific token, but there are three variables in question here if I document them super quickly. The first variable is total crypto market cap. Okay, we need to have a rough estimate of where total crypto market cap is going to get to by the peak of the cycle. The second variable in this case is the dominance percentage of the asset. We need to have an estimate of where the dominance percentage of NEAR versus the rest of the market is going to get to by the time it reaches its peak. And then the third variable we're discussing here is tokens in circulation. And again, we know that NEAR is an inflationary token. I think it increases by a factor of about 5% per year. And I'm baking that into the number of NEAR in circulation here by the end of this year. You will notice if you check on CoinMarketCap, I think we're at about 1.2 billion in circulation as of today. But given its inflationary nature, I've estimated that's going to be closer to about 1.28 billion by the end of 2025. So these are the variables we have to consider when making a price target prediction. And of course, I don't know exactly where these numbers are going to land, but I have to make an educated guess if I want to create price targets for scaling out of an asset like NEAR, if I'm holding it and if I'm planning to take profits as we move up in price. So that's what I want you to take away from this video is create a structured plan, create a price target ladder out strategy where you're going to book profits as we move through the bull cycle, as we see price increases with NEAR. So that first variable being total crypto market cap, if I bring up the total crypto market cap chart very, very quickly, what you'll notice is we're currently sitting at 2.95 trillion US dollars. I've done a lot of research on this chart on total crypto market cap, and my estimate is that we could be getting somewhere close to a $5 trillion market cap in a bear case scenario. If we extend out into a base case, I think we could land somewhere around $7 trillion. And if we look at the most bullish scenario, I think we could get up somewhere close to $9 trillion by the peak of the cycle. Again, we don't know when the peak of the cycle is truly going to actually occur. It might happen in Q4 of this year. It might extend into Q1, Q2 of 2026. We cannot know for certain, but historically speaking, Bitcoin itself has peaked around November, December in the post-halving years, i.e. if we're extending out to this current cycle, that would mean if Bitcoin follows what it did historically, it should or could peak around November, December of 2025. Again, nothing is guaranteed there, guys. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm just going on historical data. I'm thinking about the numbers and the potential for where total crypto market cap can go. And so that's why I have these particular targets of 5 trillion, 7 trillion, and $9 trillion in a bear, base, and bull case scenario. And you'll see I've plugged those in to these scenarios for NEAR. And again, what I'm saying is NEAR in a bear case could get up to around 0.3% dominance. Dominance for NEAR today is sitting at 0.1%. And the reason I revised this particular price target to the downside is because NEAR's dominance has been decreasing. If we look at the NEAR dominance chart, again, you can see we got as high as 0.38% back in May of 2024. So we were actually up at almost 0.4% for near dominance. And if you look at this dominance level over the past few months, it has been declining. It's no secret. You can see it pretty clearly on the chart here, while other cryptos, like SUI, like certain cryptos like Tau or Render, they're seeing like larger increases in their actual dominance percentage. Near is not making quite as big moves, and it's struggling to get back above that 200-day on the dominance chart as well. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm putting in 0.3% for the base case scenario. Sorry, for the bear case. We've been there before, but essentially if we multiply $5 trillion by 0.3% dominance, that would give Near a $15 billion market cap at the peak of the cycle. And then dividing that by 1.28 billion Near tokens in circulation gives us this price target around $11.70. Okay, the base case is obviously a little bit better. In a base case, what I'm thinking is total crypto market cap gets to $7 trillion. Like I said, if Near can get up to 0.5% dominance, that's going to give us a $35 billion market cap, and dividing it again by the same amount of Near tokens gets us to a $27.32 price target. And in the most bullish case scenario, what I'm thinking is if total crypto market cap gets up as high as $9 trillion US, Near is at getting as high as about 0.6% dominance, we're going to have a $54 billion market cap and a $42.15 price target for Near by the peak of the bull cycle in my most bullish case scenario. Again, this is not guaranteed, guys. It is a small revision to the downside, given the fact that Near is acting more like a laggard compared to a leader over the course of the past few weeks with this most recent move in total crypto market cap with Bitcoin and with many other leading AI tokens. Let's see what happens. It doesn't mean it's going to continue to underperform, but at the moment it is slightly underperforming its competitors. And for that reason, I did revise down the price targets ever so slightly. I mean, going to $42 from a price of $2.46 today is still a phenomenal return in a bull case scenario. So look, I think there's still plenty of room for Near to move to the upside. If you're holding Near, I think there's still plenty of room for you to make a profit. So let me know what you think. Are you holding Near? Are you thinking Near can get to $27? Do you think we can get closer to $40? Do you think we're going even higher? Drop me a comment below this video if you think we have the potential to go even higher. Let me know what you think about Near. Again, guys, as always, if you want to learn more about DeFi liquidity provision, I'm helping a bunch of people over in the UIG to learn and craft and bring back their financial security with decentralized finance. If you want to learn how to create passive income by providing liquidity on different blockchains, even on Near, we've got different DeFi protocols. I've done videos about Burrow Finance, about some of the staking protocols on Near. You can check those out on the channel. But if you want to learn how to do that for yourself, generate consistent cash flow and income, check out the UIG. I'm leaving a link for it in the description below this video. If you want a discount code, drop a comment below this video as well. And today's video is also sponsored by Femex, the most efficient crypto trading and investment platform. Again, if you want to use Femex to purchase assets like Near and trade Near, check out the link in the description below this video. Head on over there. Again, this is not financial advice, guys. If you got any value out of today's video, it would mean the world if you dropped a thumbs up on it below. It helps with the algorithm. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification icon, and again, don't forget to grab your completely free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin, linked below the video. Grab it now, and we'll catch you in the next one.